What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. No intro. This video I'm very passionate on. I've been thinking about it all morning while I was at work. Finally got off. Let's talk about it. Jaylen Brown should demand a trade ASAP. I'm not, or if not that, if not being so dramatic and emotional, if not demand a trade right now. In 2 years when he's an unrestricted free agent, I'm gone, or I'm considering leaving big time. Him mentioning just the Celtics in general, calling about KD to me is personally disrespectful to Jaylen Brown. The year he had, his future trajectory is gonna be a probably top 15 guy next couple years, right? And for you, if well not you, but for the Celtics to offer Jaylen Brown potentially the best player for the Celtics overall in the playoffs this past season. Just went to the finals. Probably the best Celtics player in the finals as well. I just don't understand the logic. So to me, with the Celtics letting it leak out and it being being a part of a Woes bomb and part of breaking news, I think that just means the Celtics have no worries that Brown will ask out or Brown will not re-sign when his 2 years is up. So the thing with Brown's contract is they're going to offer him an extension, which he won't take. That's almost guaranteed because you'll get more money when you not sign an extension and enter unrestricted free agency. So that's common sense. You're going to get probably 20, 30, 40 plus more million if he doesn't sign an extension, which he won't. He'll be offered that probably sometime this season or next, right? So my thing is, that's why I love player empowerment, because teams do you dirty all the time. And this not really being done dirty, I'm not going to say that, but we've seen guys, and you hear interviews and stories and podcasts on guys saying, yeah, I found out last second. I found out why the world found out I was traded or cut or blah, blah, blah. But back to Jaylen Brown, though. Jaylen Brown for KD, I would right now, 26-year-old Jaylen Brown, 34-year-old KD, I would never do. No chance in the world. Him and Marcus Smart for KD, no chance. That would be the dumbest move in a while, to be honest. And me personally, I like the Gobert move to Timberwolves. A lot of picks, don't get me wrong, but this move here, KD for Brown, would be way worse in my personal opinion. If you gave up Brown and Smart for just KD, you would have no team defense. You would have a big old team because KD is bigger. You have more size, but your team is a lot older. KD brings more injury risk and just age in general. You have KD locked up for 4 years. So from 34 to 37, 38, wherever the birthday falls on, right? With a prime Jay Tatum, with the old Al Horford for next year or two, with the injury-prone Robert Williams, with the injury-prone Malcolm Brogdon, with an old Danilo Gallinari, with Derek White, if he's not traded in this deal, in this potential deal, who's very off and on, as we saw last year in playoffs, this team would not be good. They'll be good in certain spots. They'll have great moments. You have KD and Tatum go for 40 each or 35 each or 30 each. That's cool. But their ceiling is very low. You know what I'm saying? This is disrespectful to me too. If I'm Brown, I'll be pissed off. I will be asking out right away. If not that, I'm there going, 2 years, I'm really considering leaving. I really would, man. And it makes no sense to me. The move makes no sense. You have franchises like the Toronto Raptors, who they say they will not give up Scotty Barnes for KD right now to make their team better right now. They will not do it. Barnes is 15 years younger than Kevin Durant, and he's nowhere near Brown or KD no time soon. No time soon. So for them to say no, and the Celtics fans, some of them I've seen pushing for this move, is flat out dumb. Jaylen Brown is 26, not even in his prime yet, and he outplayed his superstar, quote-unquote, teammate Jason Tatum in the finals. This team now is supremely deep. Their their roster is built well. You have Brogdon, who's going to play a six-man role potentially. You have Gallinari, who's going to be a bench player, role player. You have guys in their perfect situations. Bringing in KD would destroy their whole rotation, take some of the deepness that makes them good right now. Because last year the Celtics played seven deep, probably the last two series. They probably went seven, maybe eight deep here and there sometimes, but they normally played seven deep. That's why they were so drained going to the finals. Because when Grant Williams made the comments about the Celtics were the better team the other day and blah, 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 I believe it. I had the Celtics winning in 5. I had the Celtics winning in 5 games. No lie. I thought if we get the Celtics that we should see in the prior series, and they stop all that nonsensical play that they have in certain moments, if they would play up to par, fully healthy, in the zone, I think the Celtics would have beat them in five games. I made a video on it. I stood on it. I still stand on it now. I still stand on it now. The Celtics would have won in 5 games. Especially in general, they would have won if they would have won that game 4, which they definitely had in hand. Steph Curry had a phenomenal game, went insane. But yeah, the Celtics, in my opinion, still should have won that series. They were the better team. Clay wasn't that good. Poole was decent. Draymond was sorry for the first 4 games. I just don't understand this logic. And like I said, I don't even think the trade is going to happen. And if it did, I would have a bad grade, probably C-, because the team did get worse, in my personal opinion, if this trade does happen. But I don't think the trade will happen, honestly. I just think this shows that they have no fear of losing Brown in free agency or him demanding a trade because his personality and he's happy there, so sources say. So why would you disturb the peace and offer him up for KD? It makes no sense to me. And we've seen Jaylen Brown and Tatum both be mentioned in prior deals with former stars like AD a couple years ago, KD a couple years ago, James Harden a couple years ago, Paul George a couple years ago, Kawhi a couple years ago. That was like 2017, 2018, 2019 before they got into their stardom. They were still young rising stars during those 3-4 years ago. They're legit stars now. Jaylen Brown is a star. Tatum is a superstar, a young superstar. They're in that mode. Why would you trade them now in the peak of their powers and not trade them back then when they were still upcoming and growing to what they will be and to what they are now and still becoming? So this move to me is so disrespectful, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm passionate about this one. And if I'm Brown, I'm out, bro. Or I'm considering leaving soon because that's crazy. You will offer me up for an old tail KD. Just from Jaylen Brown's POV. You will offer me up for an old tail KD is insane. But let me know in the comments how you feel about it, guys. That's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.